Hello everyone, welcome to today's lecture. So yesterday we finished with the chapter. Today we will be doing the exercise of the chapter. This is a very important part of the chapter. There are some questions where the explanation is not given in the textbook. Okay, so it is very important for you to listen to this and understand. Before entering into the questions, before solving the questions, we will understand about ions. Okay, you have heard about the term ions. Ions, there are two types of ions, positive ions and negative ions. Okay, positive ions and negative ions. How are positive ions formed? When an element, for example here they have given the example sodium, which is having atomic number 11, its electronic configuration is 281. 2 electron in the first shell, 8 electrons in the second shell and 1 electron in the last shell. Okay, now what will it do? I had told you when we studied the second chapter, okay, if there are 1 or 2 or 3 it will give, if there are 4 it will share, if there are 5 or 6 or 7 it will gain, and if there are 8 it does not react. So if it is having 1 electron it will give. So if it gives 1 electron, consider here it has given 1 electron. After giving the 1 electron, you may see how many electrons it has. It has 10 electrons. How many protons it has? It has 11 protons. It has only lost electron. It hasn't lost the protons. Okay, it didn't lose the protons. It only lost the electrons. So how many protons are there? There are 11 protons. And how many electrons are there? There are 10 electrons. What is the charge of protons? The charge of protons is positive and the charge of electrons is negative. Okay, so how many positive charges are there? There are 11 positive charges and 10 negative charges. 11 positive charges and 10 negative charges. So it is having one positive ion extra. Sorry, one positive. Okay, one positive charge extra. So this will become Na1 plus. It will become Na1 plus. Okay, now in this case this is chlorine. Its atomic number is 17. Its electronic configuration is 287. It has 7 electrons in the outermost shell. So what will it do? It will gain 1 electron. So if it has gained 1 electron, consider it has gained 1 electron. How many protons it has? It has 17 positive charges, that is 17 protons. And how many electrons it has? 18 electrons. Okay, so it is having one negative charge extra. Okay, one negative charge extra, so it is written as Cl1 minus or Cl minus. This is written as Na plus. Sodium plus means, so if it is only plus, it is 1 plus. So 1 plus means it has lost 1 electron. 2 plus means it has lost 2 electrons. 3 plus means it has lost 3 electrons. 1 minus means it has gained 1 electron. 2 minus means it has gained 2 electrons. And 3 minus means it has gained 3 electrons. Okay. So this you have to understand how ions are formed and why these reactions take place in their outermost orbit. In their outermost orbit they don't have 8. Understood? So as they are not having 8, they want to attain a stable state. So to bring octet, okay, so by giving 1 in the last shell, you may see after giving that 1 electron, here the last shell is having 8 electrons. Now after gaining 1 electron, here the last shell is having 8 electrons. To bring that number 8, they go for reactions, either losing, sharing or gaining electrons, except for helium. Okay, this is except for helium. Helium is having 2 electrons in the outermost shell. There is only one shell, that is K shell, and in K shell the maximum electrons which could be accommodated is 2, and it is having 2, so it does not react. Okay, so this is about formation of ions. Now, in this chapter, what is its importance? Now, an element, which is when it is only the element is written, then it is considered to be 0. It is just that element, it is considered to be at a state that is taken as 0. It hasn't lost, okay, it haven't lost, it haven't gained. Okay, so that is taken as 0. I have taken it as 0. Okay, if it loses 1, if it loses 1, it becomes 1 plus. If it loses 2, it becomes 2 plus. If it loses 3, it becomes 3 plus. So 1 plus, if it loses 1 more, it will become 2 plus. 2 plus, if it loses 1 more, it will become 3 plus. I repeat, if it loses 1, it will become 1 plus. This 1 plus, if it loses 1 more, it will become 2 plus. If 2 plus loses 1 more, it will become 3 plus. Or otherwise, from 0, if it loses 3, it will become 3 plus. So, as losing of electrons, okay, losing of electrons is taken as oxidation. So, what is oxidation? Oxidation is losing electrons. Okay, oxidation is losing electrons. So if it has to get converted from 1 plus to 2 plus, it has to lose 1 more electron. 2 plus to 3 plus, it has to lose 1 more electron. 3 plus to 2 plus, it has to gain 1 electron. 2 plus to 1 plus, it has to gain 1 electron. Okay, so if it is this side, if the positive charges are decreasing, it is gaining electrons, and if the positive charge is increasing, it is losing electrons. Okay, so if the positive charge is increasing, it is losing electron. If the positive charge is decreasing, it is gaining electrons. Okay, I will write here positive charge. Positive charge increasing. Positive charge increasing is losing electrons, and positive charge decreasing is gaining electrons. Okay, what about negative charge? When the negative charge, if it gains 1, if this one gains 1, it becomes 1 minus. If it gains 2, it becomes 2 minus. If it gains 3, it becomes 3 minus. Now if it has to get converted from 1 minus to 2 minus, it has to gain 1 more. 2 minus to 3 minus, it has to gain 1 more. 3 minus to 2 minus, it has to lose 1. 2 minus to 1 minus, it has to lose 1. Okay, so as you go towards this is gaining electrons, and it is called as reduction. So what is reduction? Reduction is gaining electrons. Reduction is gaining electrons. So this is what I had told you earlier, oil rig. Oil rig. Oil rig means oxidation is losing electrons and reduction is gaining electrons. So the negative charge increasing. Negative charge increasing means it is gaining electrons, and negative charge decreasing, that means it is losing electrons. Wherever lose, it is oxidation. Wherever gain, it is reduction. So you have to remember this. 1 plus to 2 plus, 2 plus to 3 plus, it is losing electrons. 1 minus to 2 minus, 2 minus to 3 minus, it is gaining electrons. So plus is losing electrons, minus is gaining electrons. Okay, this is about their valency. Have you understood? Okay, this much you have to understand for solving the question number 6. You may write this in your notebook. So this is the first question, question number 6. In question number 6, Fe plus S gives FeS. You are supposed to write which one is oxidation and which one is reduction. Now according to the definition, oxidation is losing electron and reduction is gaining electrons. One more definition was there. Do you remember? What is oxidation? It is gaining of oxygen or losing of hydrogen. Otherwise, and what is reduction? What is reduction? Reduction is gaining of hydrogen or losing of oxygen. In this reaction there is no oxygen or hydrogen. So with that definition we won't be able to understand which one is oxidation and which one is reduction. So what we will do? We will go for losing or gaining of electrons. You may see now this reaction, if you write again, you have to write it again as your answer. Fe plus S gives FeS. Now here you may see Fe is alone. So as it is alone, I will write 0 here, okay, because it has not given, it has not taken. Now for S also I will write 0. For this is a compound. Here the valency of sulfur is 2. It is written towards Fe, and the valency of Fe is also 2. It is understood. Fe2S2, it becomes FeS. You should be knowing that the valency of sulfur is 2. Okay, what is the atomic number of sulfur? What is the atomic number of sulfur? It is 16. What is the electronic configuration? 286. So as it is having 6 electrons, it will gain 2 electrons. So its valency is 2. Okay, so this is Fe2S2. The valency of S here is 2. The valency of Fe here is 2. So I will rub that 2. Okay, and as it is gained electron, it will become 2 minus. As it is losing electron, it will become 2 plus. Okay, have you understood how I got this 2 minus and 2 plus? 2 minus because it has gained electrons, 2 plus because it has lost electrons. Now how will I come to know that whether it has gained electron or lost electron? Metals generally lose electrons, non-metals generally gain electrons. Okay, now how will I come to know whether it is a metal or a non-metal? Based on the number of electrons in its outermost shell. If there are 1, 2 or 3, they are metals. 4, it is generally a metalloid. 5, 6 or 7, it is non-metal. Okay, I repeat, 1, 2 or 3, they are metals. 4, it is a metalloid. 5, 6, 7, they are non-metals. This is a generalized observation in the periodic table. Okay, so here you may see 0 has got converted into, in case of Fe, you may see in Fe 0 has got converted into 2 plus. Okay, so what is plus? Plus is losing electrons. 0 to 2 plus means it has lost 2 electrons. It has lost 2 electrons. So as it has lost electrons, Fe is, and so it is an oxidation reaction. So Fe is undergoing oxidation. Who is undergoing oxidation? Fe is undergoing oxidation. What about S? In S, that is sulfur, 0 is getting converted into 2 minus. It is getting converted into 2 minus. Minus means it is gaining. Okay, this I had explained it earlier. Okay, it is 0 to plus, it is losing electron. 0 to minus, it is gaining electron. Here 0 to 2 minus, it has gained 2 electrons. So it is, what about it? It is reduction. So who has undergone oxidation? Fe has undergone oxidation. And who has undergone reduction? S has undergone reduction. Here you have to write Fe is oxidized and S is reduced. You have to write like this. Okay, so this is the way you have to write the answer. Have you understood how I got it? Okay, now the next reaction is 2Ag2O giving 4Ag plus O2. Now 2Ag2O, this is a compound. So 2Ag2O, I will write 2Ag2O giving 4Ag plus O2. Now here these are alone. So tanjad ho gaya var 0. 0 on their heads. As they are alone, so 0 on their heads. what other, when they are having other numbers, if they are together. Okay, so here the valency of oxygen is 2, the valency of silver is 1. They are written opposite. Do you remember? Okay, the valencies are written opposite. So here the valency of oxygen is 2, the valency of silver is 1. There is no number here, means it is 1. So this will be 2 minus and this will be 2 plus. Otherwise remember that minus is always towards the right hand side and plus is towards the left hand side. You may remember that way. Okay, if you are finding it difficult. Okay, so this is 2 minus 2 plus. So in Ag, you may see in Ag what is happening, 2 plus is getting converted into 0. Okay, 2 plus is getting converted into 0. So what has happened, if it has to come from plus to 0, it has to gain. If it has to go leftwards, it has to gain. If it has to go rightwards, it has to lose. So if it has to come from plus to 0, it has to gain electrons. Why it became plus? Because it had lost. Okay, so if it has to become 0, it has to gain in Ag 2 plus. Okay, it is Ag 1 plus actually. The valency of Ag is 1. It has to gain 1 electron. 1 electron. Now it is not 2 plus. This will balance it. Okay, this 2 will balance it. Okay, so that balancing, it is not there for us in our syllabus. So we have to just understand the movement from plus to minus, minus to plus, or 0 to plus and 0 to minus. Okay, now plus to 0, it has to gain 1 electron, which is reduction. As it is gaining electron, it is reduction. Now in O, 2 minus is getting converted into 0. So 2 minus to 0, it has to, what it has to do, it has to lose electron. Okay, it has to lose electrons. So as it is losing electron, it is oxidation. Have you understood? So as this is gaining electron, it is reduction. As this is losing electron, it is oxidation. So Ag is reduced and O is oxidized. Now while writing answers, you may write the full forms of this. You may write silver in case of Ag and oxygen in case of O, because it is considered to be a better presentation. So hope you have understood how it is oxidized, what is oxidation and what is reduction. I repeat, 0 to plus, 0 to 1 plus, 1 lost, 1 plus to 2 plus, 2 plus, 1 lost, 2 plus to 3 plus, again 1 lost. So it is towards plus, it is lost, lost, lost. If it is towards minus, it is gained, gained, gain. Okay, 3 minus to 2 minus, it is 1 lost. 2 minus to 1 minus, it is again 1 lost. So if it is going from this way to this way, this is lost, and in this way to this way, it is gained. Okay, it is the opposite. You may write only one way. If you understand one way, it will be better. Okay, now you may copy this. These are the next two questions. You may see 2 mg plus O2 giving 2 mgO. I will write the reaction. 2 mg plus O2 giving 2 mgO. Okay, so as they are alone, they are 0, 0. This is mgO. The valency of oxygen is 2 minus. The valency of Mg is 2 plus. So in Mg, 0 is getting converted into 2 plus. That means it has lost electrons, so it is oxidation. Okay, and in O2, in oxygen, what has happened? 0 has got converted into 2 minus. So it has gained electron, so it is reduction. Okay, so who has got oxidized? Here Mg is oxidized and O is reduced. Got how I got it? Okay, now in this case, NiO is getting converted into Ni. So oxygen is removed. So this is reduction. H2 has got converted into H2O. It has gained oxygen. So it is oxidation. This much only you have to write. If it is a question like this, it is easier, isn't it? Why? Because it is easier to remember that oxidation is gaining of oxygen and removal of hydrogen, and reduction is gaining of hydrogen or removal of oxygen. So in this reaction, NiO is got converted into Ni. So here there is removal of oxygen, so it is a reduction. Here it has gained oxygen, so it is an oxidation. Now in this case also, this much only you have to write in as your answer, but I will show it this way also. Okay, even if you do it that way, you will get the same answer. Okay, I will show you. This is H2O. I will show you with the numbers. I am not writing anywhere. Here H is alone, so it is 0. NiO is alone, so it is 0. Here it is 2 minus. I will take this as 2 minus because the valency of oxygen is 2. The valency of nickel, I will take it as 2 plus. Here the valency of oxygen, it is 2 minus, and the valency of hydrogen, it is 1 plus. Valency of hydrogen is 1 plus. So hydrogen 0 to 1 plus. So who is getting oxidized? Hydrogen is getting oxidized. Okay, 0 got this 2 minus got cancelled. So hydrogen, it is getting converted from 0 to 1 plus, so it is oxidation, and this 2 plus has got converted into 0, so it has gained electrons, so it is reduction. So you may write it this way also. Okay, in your notebook you may write, but at the time of exams you don't have to do it that way. You have to do it this way. So this is about how to identify the reduction and oxidation in a given reaction. You may write. Okay, so this is the next question. Question number 7. Okay, question number 7. It is to balance the chemical equations. Now I am going to balance the chemical equation. The equation given is H2S2O7 plus H2O giving H2SO4. I am not going to write the steps. You are supposed to write the steps by making tables. Okay, you have to write the table, make minimum 2 tables. Okay, one unbalanced table and one corrected table you may draw. Okay, and step 1 will be the equation itself. Step 2 will be the unbalanced table. Step 3 will be the corrected table, and step 4 is the corrected equation, balanced equation. Okay, balanced table will be step 3 and balanced equation will be step 4. That much only you have to write. Here I am going to show how to balance the chemical equation. H2S2O7 plus H2O giving H2SO4. Now in this reaction you may see there are 2 plus 2, 4 hydrogen. Here there is only 2 hydrogen. 2s, here there is only 1s. Okay, here there are 7 oxygen, 7 plus 1, that is 8. Here there is only 4 oxygen. So I had told you a trick, either to start with oxygen or to start with hydrogen. Here I am going to start with oxygen. Okay, so start with oxygen. So here there are 8. 4 to 8. If I have to convert 4 to 8, you have to put a number here. I had told you earlier also, you are supposed to put the numbers on towards the left hand side only. If I put the number 2 here, the oxygen has become 8. Hydrogen has become 4. 2 2s are 4. But what has happened to sulfur? Sulfur has also become 2. So the equation has become balanced now. This is the balanced equation of this equation. Okay. Now this one, I will write the equation SO2 plus H2S. While writing this, you have to leave spaces here and write the numbers with a pencil first, and then rub it and write it with a pen. So S plus H2O. Okay, म्हणजे असं लांब लिहा and put the numbers. So here S 1 2. there is only one S here. O2, there is only one O here. 2 hydrogen, 2 hydrogen. So we will go for oxygen. Okay, so oxygen, there are 2 oxygen here, there is only 1 oxygen there, so I will put a 2 here. Okay, so while I have put 2 oxygen there, the hydrogen has become 4. So I am going for balancing hydrogen, so I will put a 2 here. So while I am putting a 2 here, hydrogen has become 4. But what has become to sulfur? 2 plus 1, it has become 3. So I will put a 3 here. Okay, you have to just put the numbers. I repeat. First I will start with oxygen. Okay, oxygen, there are 2 oxygen here. Here there is only 1. So I will put a 2 here. Okay, so when I have put a 2 here, hydrogen has become 4. So I have to make hydrogen here also 4. So I will put a 2 here. So if I put a 2 here, sulfur has become 2 plus 1, that is 3. So I will put a 3 here. Now you may see 2 plus 1, 3, 3s, O2, O2, 2H2, 2H2, 4H, 4H. Okay, so the equation is balanced. This is the balanced equation. You may write. So these are the next 2 questions. You may see Ag plus HCl gives AgCl plus H2. I will write the equation. Ag plus HCl gives AgCl plus H2. Now you may see, I will start with hydrogen. Okay, because there is only one hydrogen here, there are 2 hydrogen here. There is one Ag, one Ag, one Cl, one Cl. So hydrogen is unbalanced. So we will see the hydrogen here. Here it is 2 and here it is 1. So what shall I do? I will put a 2 here. If I put a 2 here, then the Cl is also changing. But there is only one Cl here. So for balancing Cl, I will put a 2 here. So if I put a 2 here, the Ag is also changing. So if I change Ag, if I have to change Ag, the equation I will put a 2 here. Now you may see 2Ag, 2Ag, 2H, 2H, 2Cl, 2Cl. Okay, so the equation is balanced. Okay, I repeat. Okay, Ag, Ag, 1. Cl, Cl, 1. H, there is only 1. Here, 2. So I will go for balancing H. This I cannot make 1. This I can make it 2. So I will put a 2 here. If I put a 2 here, the Cl will become 2. So for making here also Cl2, I will put a 2 here. So if I put a 2 here, Cl became 2. But what happened to Ag? Ag has also become 2. So I will put a 2 here. So now 2Ag, 2Ag, 2H, 2H, 2Cl, 2Cl. Now the equation is balanced. Okay. Now the next one, NaOH, NaOH plus H2SO4 gives Na2SO4 plus H2O. This is the equation. Okay. Now I will see first one, Na, 1 Na, 2 Na, 1 plus 4, 5 oxygen, 4 plus 1, 5 oxygen, H, 1 plus 2, 3 hydrogen, here 2 hydrogen. Okay, so sulfur 1, here also 1. So oxygen is balanced, so we cannot do anything with oxygen. So we are going to try for hydrogen. Okay, so hydrogen, if it is 2 here and 2 not 2 here, 2 plus 1, that is 3 here, and here it is 2. Now whenever you are going to convert to balance 2 and 1 or 2 and 3, you may take a common multiple of those two numbers, that is 6. Okay, so what am I going to do? I am going to convert this 2, I cannot convert it into 3, but I can convert into 6. Okay, so if I have to convert it into 6, I have to put a 3 here. Okay, I put a 3 there. So 3 there, the hydrogen became 6. So here I will put a 3 here. Okay, so hydrogen, sorry, here hydrogen is 2. So here it will be, here which number will I put? I will put a number that is 3 here. So 2 plus 3, 2 plus 4 actually. So 4 will make it as NaOH, 2 hydrogen. But what has happened to Na? Na has become 4 and here it is only 2. So what will I do? I will put a 2 here. Okay, I will put a 2 here. So when I put a 2 there, then what has happened to oxygen? Oxygen has become 4 here and here plus 3, it is 7. You may see 4 here plus 4, it is 8. Okay, this is 2 4s are 8, 8 plus 3, 11. This is 4 plus 4, this is only 8. So I will have to go on putting numbers like this, numbers, more and more numbers, and I will have to find out where I am going wrong. I will rub this off because I am going wrong somewhere. I'll just see whether the equation I have written is correct or not. This equation we had balanced it actually on page number 34. Okay, so now we will see NaOH plus H2SO4 gives Na2SO4 plus H2O. Yes, the equation is correct. If you go wrong in this equation, you might not get the answer. Okay, so the equation is correct. Again I will see. Now Na, here it is Na2O, 4 plus 1 5, 4 plus 1 5, H2, H2, okay, H2 is balanced, H2, H2, S, S. So which one is unbalanced? Which one is unbalanced? It is hydrogen and Na. So hydrogen I have to make it 3 or 4 I can make it. So if I have to make it 4, I will put a 2 here and I will put a 2 here. Instead of going for 6, I am going for 4. Just before I went for 6, okay, now I am going for putting the number, making the number to 4. So here, if 2H2 is there, it will become 4. If I put a 2 here, this 2 and this 2, it will become 4. Now you may see, and 2 Na, Na2, 2 oxygen plus 4 oxygen, 4 plus 2, 6 on this side, 6 on that side. Hydrogen, it is 4, okay, and hydrogen it is 4. Now the equation is balanced, you may see. So like that, by putting the numbers, and if you are not getting the numbers, just check whether the question you have written is correct or wrong. Okay, and like that you have to find it out. If you are getting a number 2 and 3, you have to convert it into 4 or 6. You may start with oxygen. If oxygen is balanced, you may go for hydrogen. If there is no oxygen, no hydrogen in the equation, go for any other metal. Okay, so this is the trick for balancing equation. So you may write this answer. So now question number 8 on page number 46. Identify the endothermic and exothermic reactions. Do you remember endothermic and exothermic reactions? Endothermic reactions are those reactions in which heat is absorbed, and exothermic reactions are reactions in which heat is released. For endothermic reactions, either it is written as a triangle on the arrow or it is written heat towards the left hand side. If heat, the term heat is written towards the right hand side of the equation, that means it is an exothermic reaction. Okay, now we will see the reaction. HCl plus NaOH gives NaCl plus H2O plus heat. This is which type of reaction? It is an exothermic reaction. Why? Because heat is written towards the right hand side. Heat is released. Okay, heat is the product. So it is an exothermic reaction. 2KClO3 gives, there is an arrow above that, 2KCl plus 3O2. Now what does that triangle above the arrow mean? It means that heat is absorbed. Heat has to be supplied. It has to be heated. The reactant has to be heated. Understood? That means it is which type of reaction? Endothermic reaction. Next is CaO plus H2O gives CaOH twice plus heat. Here heat is returned towards the right hand side, so heat is released, so it is exothermic reaction. CaCO3 gives CaO plus CO2. There is a triangle above the arrow, that means CaCO3 has to be heated. CaCO3 has to be heated. That means which type of reaction? It is endothermic reaction. Okay, so you may write whether it is endothermic or exothermic there itself. First one is exothermic, second one is endothermic, third one is exothermic, and fourth one is endothermic. Okay, now question number 9. Match the column in the following table. BaCl2 plus ZnSO4 gives BaSO4 plus ZnCl2. It is a double displacement reaction. 2AgCl gives 2Ag plus Cl2. It is a decomposition reaction. CuSO4 plus Fe gives FeSO4 plus Cu. It is a displacement reaction. H2O plus CO2 gives H2CO3. It is a combination reaction. So from the exercise, the questions are very important. Mostly all the exercise questions are asked. The give reasons are very important from this chapter. There are only lesser number of give reasons in science 1, okay, but they are very important ones. Okay, plus page number 43, use your brain power. It is a very frequently asked question. Then the rate of chemical reactions, what are the factors affecting rate of chemical reactions. Then page number 38, the precipitate formed, what is the color of the precipitate formed, that question. Page number 37, question based on figure 3.6. I had given you the questions, they are very important. Or page number 33, again the diagram based question, it is very important. The rules for writing the chemical equations and the activities on page number 31. These are the frequently asked questions. Okay, so you may refer to the textbook and learn accordingly. Okay, thank you.